Let's talk about where this industry's been. Where have we been? As I told you, the industry's been, I call it the taxi cab age. I'm finding that distributors and network marketing are doing things that they shouldn't have to do. And some of the companies here's what happens. I see that some companies, not just network marketing, they're making too much money doing it the wrong way. Why change and do it the right way? Not iBuumerang, we're just different. Just different. Okay? I can tell you right now, network marketing, one of the hardest things that many of you have ever had to do is make that list of names of friends, family, and relatives and go and sell them something. And no matter how great the product was, I know how you felt when you were calling on the phone. Hey, auntie. So we wanted to change that environment. We changed that environment. We'll talk about how we've changed it. But because of all of those things that you've had to do, make the list and keep up with the organization and make the follow-up calls and do all the things that people have been doing 60 years ago. When I look back at technology and see 60 years, we've advanced in technology, but network marketing is still in the horse and buggy stage. This is why 98% of the people quit. And they find the exit stage. Exit stage left. They come in and they go out. They come in and they go out. Why? The opportunity meeting looks really good until you have to do the work. So what I realized is that network marketing was preying on the things that were your weakness. Many people don't like to sell. Raise your hands if you love to sell. You don't, right? In network marketing, what do they tell you? You got to get in and you got to what? Sell, sell, sell. Sell these products. So what we've done is force people to do things that they don't want to do. And I said, you've got to get good at what you don't like and what you don't want to do in order to make money. That's a problem. That's backwards. Okay? That's backwards. The people who really succeed are the people who find solutions to what some of the world's biggest problems are. What I found is this. I found that majority of you, and specifically all of these people who's up here, on these lines right up here, have felt just like this. That was me, wondering, what's wrong with me? Feeling alone, feeling like, is this the right thing for me? Should I go back and get that good job my mom has been telling me about? You sign up one person, and two quit. I don't know how that happens, but how many of you can relate to this guy? I know what it feels like. I couldn't sell the product. Never forget, I tell them we have a money-back guarantee, and 2 years later, they ask me for my money back. Here's what I realized. That shouldn't be you. There's nothing wrong with you. I believe you're perfect. I believe you're good enough. You've been designed good enough to succeed at network marketing. Now, I'm going to tell you, do I believe that you should grow? I know that you should grow, and we all must grow, but you're good enough in this industry. The last thing I ever want any one of you to do is to be sitting on the bench all alone figuring, what's wrong with me? I'd watch people come into the organization. They come in 6 months. Maybe I've been in 6 years, and they come in 6 months, and 6 months later, I watch them walk across the stage, and I look at myself, and I'm like, something must be wrong. I believe this industry has created more poor self-images than it has actually lifted the good ones. Because you only hear about these stories. Our goal is to eliminate the lonely bench. That's what our goal is going to do. We're going to eliminate the lonely bench. Nothing wrong with you. I don't care if you hadn't sponsored your first 2 yet. There's nothing wrong with you. I want you to remember this. You're perfect. I want you to repeat it after me. I am perfect. Network marketing is broken. And so I thought of a concept, and I says, instead of trying to fix all of these people and change everyone and create all of these trainings that don't work, Because everybody has a good training course, or you have a speaker who has a great training class that they want to sell you. That if they use it themselves, they'd be doing what they're teaching you to do, right? Hey, you need to be fixed. No, you don't. The industry needed to be fixed. And that's exactly what we decided to do. We wanted to solve the right problem. So we said, what if we created a concept where people could be who they are? What if we created a concept where people can actually grow and better themselves, but if we fix the industry, whereas the things that they don't like to do, like selling, we did it for them. The things that they don't like to do, like follow up, we do it for them. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we've done. Okay? I look at network marketing and I look at it from the standpoint of how standardized testing is. Some of you have heard me tell the story of the fish, the elephant, and the monkey. Standardized tests are very biased, and they're culturally biased, and I say it out loud because if you looked at my test score, my credit score was higher than my SAT scores, and my credit wasn't all that good. But I didn't come from the neighborhoods or come from the culture of the people who created standardized testing. And so I walked in with the deficit. And some of you, you've joined your last company before and you walked into that company already at a deficit. See, at least at the SAT score, they give you 400 points for spelling your name right. I got that part right. And we said this industry here was designed a little different. Those cultural tests, and let me give you an example of what I mean. You got the fish and the fish, the elephant, and the monkey, and the fish and the elephant monkey are sitting there right in front of the professor, and the professor's trying to do his or her best to make everything equal, knowing that they all come from 3 different elements. So the professor looks at the fish, the monkey, and the elephant says, hey, listen, here's what we're going to do. To make all things equal, I'm going to grade you by how fast you guys climb the same tree. It's the same tree now, so it's equal for everyone. The fish looks at the professor and says, hold on for a second. If I climb this tree, I'm going to die if I get out of the water. Sorry, it's the same tree. The elephant looks at it and says, hold on for a second. I can knock it over, but if you want me to climb that tree, that's a tall order. Professor says, it's the same tree. The monkey looks, he said, that's what you want me to do? He said, I wake up in the morning and that's what I do. I do it for breakfast. I do it for lunch. I do it for dinner. I do it when I'm bored. I do it when I'm excited. That's all I've got to do is go climb that tree. See, when you've joined some of those companies before, you started off as the elephant or fish. But iBuumerang wasn't designed for the monkey. See, many of these guys here are monkeys. I did ask them to get me a better looking monkey. I said, could you get me Curious George? He said, we couldn't find. Curious George is cute, right? These guys are monkeys. What do I mean? You put them in any company and they're going to succeed. You put them in any company, they're going to go diamond. It doesn't matter what the product is. It doesn't matter what the compensation plan is. It's just what they do. They can sell air. They can sell dirt. They can sell water, dehydrated water. And they'll go black diamond first week, first month. And I learned the skills to become a monkey. That's why I never look at, oh, what's the product? Well, I'm a monkey. I can sell anything. I can sell that camera if it was in network marketing. Doesn't matter. But that's only the 3%. This is why the 97% is full in what I call the MLM graveyard. But iBuumerang was designed for you, the elephant and the fish. It was designed for you. That's what we had in mind when we started this company. I thought the people who were just like me, I don't want you to have to go 7 years only earning about $500 maximum income. You shouldn't have to work that hard. You shouldn't have to read 10,000 books or the number of books that I've read in order to just break even in network marketing. That's old technology. That's backwards. So where are we now? We're in a place where now our boomerang is solving the right problem. What we've done, many of you have seen our pipeline concept, where we laid out a concept that all you got to do is be real steady and do 10 and 2. And I'm not going to train the 10 and 2 philosophy now. You do the 10 and 2, and you can be a diamond in iBuumerang. That means that many of you are out there. Raise your hands if you feel like you've been one of the fish or you've been one of the elephants. Raise your hands if that's you. See, that's the majority of the people who are here who are the fish and who are an elephant. See, when I got started, I was one of those elephants. I was one of those fish. I wasn't a monkey. I watched those monkeys get involved in the business and shoot to the top, and I'm sitting there on my bench. What's wrong with me? It was just that they didn't have a company or a system that was designed to accommodate me. We've changed that in our boomerang, and you're going to see that. But don't tell me that you're not a great network marketer, because you are. And we're going to prove it to you, and I'm going to show you that how great of a network marketer you are, and I'll prove it to you right now. When I look at Facebook, when I look at Instagram, when I look at LinkedIn, all of those concepts, Mark Zuckerberg did not go out and do opportunity meetings door to door to door or house to house to house. He didn't do Zoom calls to get all of those friends. What he did is he created a simple concept, and he gave you a tool, and he said, hit this button right here, send it, and it'll go to your friend, and you'll tell your friend, hey, listen, would you like to look at my pictures? And your friend says yes, and they open up a Facebook page, and then your friend called another friend, and those friends open up their database, and the next thing you know, over 1 billion people are in a database, the largest database out there in the world. You did it through network marketing. You were the one who referred those people. You were the one who turned people on to Facebook. You were the one that turned them on to Instagram. You were the one who turned them into all the social platforms. And all of our millennials and our young folk out here, you know what I'm talking about. But here's what's happened. You went out and you did network marketing, and you were extremely good at it. You built the largest network marketing company in the world, but you didn't get paid for it. Facebook took all of your efforts and all of your associations, all of your friends. Don't tell me you don't like to make lists of names of friends. You did it, and you gave it away to Facebook, and Facebook now runs ads in front of all of your friends, and Facebook pays themselves and their shareholders, and they left you in the dark. Now, I'm not down on Facebook. You know what? What they've done is they were very smart. They gave you a benefit, a way for you to communicate, link in with your friends, and you gave them the benefit, a way to make billions of dollars. But what if you could take that same concept? What if you can take that same ingenuity and you get paid for it? Social selling has changed. It's changed. The way people bought products before are not the same anymore. Customers are much smarter than they have been ever before. They have more information, they have more choices. And the days of forcing people and customers to be on an auto ship, forcing customers to have a product delivered to them every single month, that's the taxi cab age. I'm not downing products, and some of you love products, and guess what? Sell them, use them. It's okay. But when you look at the concept of what Uber's done, Uber said, hey, listen, here's my information, here's my app. Join for free. Raise your hands if you have an Uber account. Raise your hands if you have a Lyft account. This company was inspired because of that concept. I looked at it and I said, what if I could revolutionize customer acquisition? And instead of charging our customers every single month, what if we allow customers to become customers for free? We have and capture all of their information and their data, and we allow the customer to choose what it is that they want to buy instead of the company forcing a particular product or a category on your customer. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called the future of network marketing. I tell people today, network marketing is not competition. Don't ever look at network marketing companies as your competition. If you're in a product company, those of you who are looking, or even some of you who are here today, who are also in product companies, network marketing companies aren't your competition. Amazon is. Amazon was very smart. They paid attention to what people want. People wanted freedom. And what they did is gave them the opportunity, no auto ship, but you can buy the same product that you're paying for at your company, even less than what you can buy it at your company, and we'll ship it to you same day for free. They got the slight edge. That is putting network marketing in jeopardy more than anything else. Amazon is responsible for over 30% of retailers going out of business. If you don't open your eyes to what's going on in this industry, you will end up being a casualty of that industry. Things are changing, and they're changing rapidly. What have we done? Where are we going? A data-driven business. Here's what we've got. Here's what we've done. I'll prove to you that it works. 30,000, over 30,000+ active ambassadors is what we've got. 30,000 of you right now. Now, hold on for a second. This was done in our beta testing. This was done when customer service wasn't at its best. This was done when the boomerangs wouldn't come back. I know some of you lost a few boomerangs. You threw it out there and you're waiting for it to come back, and you're like, hey, T. Gray, is it ever, when is the boomerang supposed to come back? 140,000 active customers before we launched. This is before we launched. We're launching today with 140,000 customers in our database right now. 140,000. You saw them recognize the people who've gone out there and gotten 100 customers in the system. You say, well, I know some of you. Well, how much money have you made from them? Ask Amazon, ask Uber, how much money have they made? You don't measure a dream by how much money you make today. You measure a dream by how much of an impact you're going to have in the future and how much money that you can spread around in the future. You'll see today, somewhere during one of these presentations, of the number of people that we have who've now earned travel, savings, bonuses. And it's so many people who've earned them. We're going to scroll it across our screen at some point in time. I don't know if it's in my presentation or not. Okay. This is not in my presentation. I just got these slides last night. Now, we worked really hard to put this together, and I want to thank the people. Well, I'll thank them a little bit later, but everybody who's worked on everything for this company. But when you think about over 800+ people, it takes it was 4 minutes long just to scroll the names. We had to do double columns and scroll those names down to show the number of people who've actually done something. The very first, this is the future. You can't find another company where a person says, listen, my customer, I didn't charge them anything. My customer pays no auto ship. My customer went out and found the cheapest price on their product or their service or their travel experience that they could ever have, and the company sent me a commission for them paying less. Ladies and gentlemen, that's history. Nobody has ever done it, and all of those commissions will actually be paid on September's residual income in your e-wallet that you'll receive this month. So the 20th of next month, you'll receive it. You've been waiting for it. The beauty of it was this. I looked at some of them and I saw some small commissions just from people who may have, one of your customers who may have just bought some little program or whatever it may have been while they were traveling. One little excursion or something like that, or a ticket or something like that, and I saw the savings and I saw your commission. I didn't care if it was 22 cents. When I looked at it, I said, it works. It works. It works. It works. It was almost like Einstein, putting together those formulas. And when he looked at those formulas, and he said, it works. It works. And then what he did is created more and more and more and more patents. And you're going to see that here with your company, iBuumerang. Over $20+ million in sales in pre-launch. And 20+ million, that is not including the amount of millions of dollars in travel that we've sold. $20+ million, over $12 million, iBuumerang is paid back to you and the families of people all over the world right now, all of you. And we're just getting started. If you can start like this, if you can start with having enriched over $12 million into families, some people ask me, why didn't you wait till you got all of it together? Leaders don't ever wait till they get it all together. When is the best time to start? Now. When is the best time to make a decision? Now. And that's exactly what we've done. Data-driven decisions. All of this information and this data, you're going to start to see what we're going to do with it and how it all works. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at making data-driven decisions, when you look at being able to really utilize the concept of social selling, giving, not actually charging. We give it away. It's called iBuumerang. We give away goodwill. It comes back. Being able to take that data and harvest that data is what's going to change the entire world of network marketing. Watch and pay attention. You're going to find company after company after company follow exactly what it is that we're doing. And you know what? I embrace it. Why? Because we don't want to be the only company who's treating their distributors with dignity. We don't want to be the only company who makes it easier for the distributors to succeed. We don't want to be the only successful network marketing company. We need all of the other companies out there to do something and to do it right and to do it better and to treat you the way that you've always wanted to be treated. Here's what I realized. I realized something, and this is why me. This is why I was the person for the job. 29 years tomorrow. I celebrate my 29th anniversary. Erlene and I, 29 years that we've been in network marketing. We celebrate that tomorrow. We've always wanted to be treated a certain way that nobody understood how to treat us. And we said, instead of looking for somebody else to do it, why don't we go and treat our ambassadors the way we've been yearning to be treated in 29 years? That's what iBuumerang is. I recognize that ambassadors want freedom. That's what we want. People want freedom. Take the handcuffs off. Take the limits off. That's what we want, freedom. And we talk about freedom all the time. And what I realize in network marketing is that your freedom came at a cost. And it wasn't really freedom. I see companies today and industries today, whereas if you take a look at another company, even if you're interested in the product alone, they'll cut your income off. But in an opportunity meeting, they say you can be free. That's not freedom, that's slavery. When they dangle that little carrot, that little check that you have, whether it's $1,000 a month, $2,500 a month, or $25,000, and they say, if you dare take a look at anything else that can help your family, we're going to take this away from you. That's not freedom. But here's the thing. We have all allowed them to do it to us. We've allowed the companies to hold us hostage to a commission check instead of being loyal to our friends, instead of being loyal to what our real beliefs are. And they force us to operate in something against our beliefs just for a paycheck. That's not freedom to us. That's never been freedom. We talked about being able to have residual incomes. And I've been one who's promoted the biggest lie in network marketing. I talked about, I've been the biggest hypocrite. Me, HB, getting on stage telling people that if you build this income, that you'll have a residual income that you can leave to your children and your children's children. Why? I heard it from stage. And I thought that's what they really meant. Tomorrow, 29 years, I still cannot find one person who can say this and make this statement. You know, this big, huge estate that we have, you know, it's because grandma and granddad got in network marketing. And we're still living off their residual income because all of their people still on auto ship. It's a lie. It does not. Can you name one person? One. Hundreds of millions of people have joined and we can't find one? It's a lie. We said we're going to stop the lie. We're going to make it real. We're going to make it real. I can find it in every other industry. I can find it in music. I can find it in real estate. I can find it in entertainment. I can find it in the corporate world where CEOs pass on their income or their business over to their children. But in network marketing, I haven't seen generational wealth being created. And for me to dedicate 29 years of my life and knowing that I can't leave something to my son, the system's broken. iBuumerang's fixing it. We told you we wanted to create an environment where you don't have to go sell anything. If you want to sell, sell, but you don't have to sell. There's nothing to sell. There's nothing to sell, but we're creating an environment where there's everything a customer is going to want to buy. Don't believe me, just watch. We wanted a concept that's real simple. Here's your job. It's your job to go out and get the customer. It's your job to go out and get the ambassador. It's the Prib's job to keep them. And ladies and gentlemen, the Prib is real. I want to talk to you about what we've done and how the next generation of network marketing will model what we're doing here in iBuumerang. We're not copying network marketing companies. It's a broken model. We're copying and looking and paying attention, and we're right there alone philosophically with the largest companies and the most brilliant minds in the world. And that's not because of me, it's because of a team. When I look at Apple, Apple's got Siri. When I look at Amazon, Amazon's got Alexa. I'm like, we need a friend too. iBuumerang's got the Prib. iBuumerang has the Prib. The power of the Prib. And just like you use Alexa, and just like you use Siri, I'm telling you what the future is, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait. I can't wait for 2020. I can't wait for you to say, Prib, here's what I need. I can't wait for your customers to say, Prib, here's what I need. What is the Prib made of? It's made of data analytics. Mark Kithcart's going to talk about that data. This guy's like, when you're not as smart, you get smart people on your team. Those two guys, T. Gray and Mark, trust me, they get together and it's a collision of knowledge that's up there. I have to leave the room sometime. He's going to share with you the power of data analytics. He's going to share with you the artificial intelligence that we're already working on. I know some of you, see, you're in network marketing. You're in a microwave oven mentality society. You want it like right now. You want that popcorn popping right now. It takes a little time to put all of this together. Everybody repeat this. The Prib ain't easy. But it's worth it. World-class customer support team that we're actually facilitating and that we're building. We brought people in who's in here right now. We flew them in. We wanted them to see. We're talking to people who are experts and not customers, just customer service. Customer amazement. We're not going to have a customer service department. We will have a customer amazement department. Why? We want to take the bar from what everybody else does. Customer service, you can get that at Walmart. customer service, you can get that at your local car dealership. Customer amazement, that's when you go to Rolls Royce. That's when you walk into places like Edwin Haynes walked in the other day to Stefano Ricci. And they sit you down and they just wine you and they dine you and they deliver it to close and then they send you a nice, very expensive bottle of wine. That's customer amazement. It wasn't, hey, thank you for your service, next caller, please. That's what we're doing that's the future of your company. That's trust share. That's how we're building the trust share. When you take a look at those statistics, you've already seen them. All of that data that we've collected, the statistics of what we've got going on, it's incredible. That's the future of your company. It's the future of your company. 170,000 users of the Prib through pre-launch. The Prib, travel. I've learned to fall in love with it. Start to understand now why the travel industry of network marketers was so fanatical. I want to take off my suit right now, put my swim trunks on, and just go jump in the screen. How many of you want to jump in the screen with me right now? You've built companies and you sold products, guess what? And you fall in love with the products, guess what? Keep buying them. You don't have to quit. You don't have to be in the company to use it. Just use it. Get it at wholesale. But what do you do every quarter? Every quarter you set your goals and you write things down. Why? Because your goal is to make sure that you qualify to go here. You've never said, I'm working real hard so I can go to the manufacturing plant and see how they put the pills in the little capsules. I'm so interested in seeing that. Honey, you're not going to see me at evenings because I'm going to work so hard putting the little pills. I want to see that. That's my goal. No, you don't have a manufacturing plant of your company on your screensaver. It's not on your phone. This is my product right there. Can you see my product right there? Look at my product. Look at all my customers over there. Just look at them all. This is your product. I don't take it for granted anymore. I walk outside and I watch if there's a cloud in the sky or if the sky is just completely blue. I'm like, this is my product. It's all natural. It's gluten-free. It's completely organic. And it's never on back order. There's an unlimited supply of what I sell. And I don't even sell it, I give it away. How can you sell something that never was bought? Different concept. It's what people want. This is why you're here. This right here. When everybody talks about retirement, this is what they want to do. But the system is broken. The system told you, wait till you're 65 to enjoy this. Now, here's the thing. I've got some family members in here that are 65 plus. So I'm not talking about the 65 plus. But how many of you would enjoy it even in your 20s? You know what I'm saying? I take my mother-in-law here, she might get stuck in that sand. My dad gonna have to come pull her out. We took him to Mexico. And there was a trip that was put together, Extreme put this trip together, and we had maybe 500 something people there, David and Lori, almost 600 people. And David knew, he knew when at the very beginning, I wasn't big on travel. I wasn't down it, but I wasn't big on travel until I got there. Now, I've traveled all over the world. We traveled all over the world, and we've been able to do it on a budget, and we've been able to do it unlimited. But when I got there, and my mother-in-law was there, and my auntie was there, and cousins were there, and many of you were there. Many of the diamonds were there. What I didn't see, I saw not one argument. I saw not one ego. I saw nothing but smiles. And I saw people enjoying themselves. And I'm like, I'm in love. I'm in love with my product now. Okay? How many of you are in love with your product? Okay? You better be in love with this product. And what we've done is we've curated a product where you can't get it any better than what we give it to you for. You can't. We've had people, testimonies that I've heard already of people who've been here in Las Vegas, and Edwin was telling me, somebody sent him a message that says, I went to this presentation here in Vegas, and they were selling timeshares, and then they start selling our platform, and they were selling it for $10,000. They only believe more because somebody's selling it more. $10,000 is a deal to have what we offer. Even though we offer it to you much less, it's a deal. The value of what we have and what we offer, ladies and gentlemen, it's the experiences that people remember their entire lives. We sell recess. We sell memories. That's what we sell. We sell hope. We sell happiness. Every time I'm around water, my blood pressure drops 20 points. We sell health. And what we're going to do is we're going to curate it and package it and give it to you in many different forms, and you're going to be so excited about some of the things that we're going to do, all because of the Prib. See, the Prib is what we market. Travel is the most important part of what we will ever do, always, because that's where the hope comes from. Travel is our front door. If you take a look at the front door, that's a pretty big front door, ain't it? See, when you look at a front door and you look at a house and you say, there's a front door that big? What happens is this. If the front door is that big, it opens the door to everything else. And you're like, I wonder what's in the house. If the door is that nice, I want to share a couple things with you. Take a look at these industries here. $78 billion, energy drink industry. $101 billion is the supplement. Skincare, $141 billion industry. Cleaning product industry, $386 billion. You don't need a lot in a $386 billion industry. Cosmetics, $532 billion. Cosmetic industry alone. Non-alcoholic beverage, $967 billion per year. And you take a look at the insurance industry. Some people sell insurance, $4.6 trillion. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're playing with right there. This is what people want. Here's what I've learned. You give away what people want, and then you give them what they need while they're using what they want. It's the secret. It's how we do it. It's what we're doing. We're talking about an $8.8 trillion industry, and ladies and gentlemen, with an industry that big, you don't need a big slice of the pie. You only need to cut the knife. Take a knife, slice the pie, lick the residue off the knife, and that's a multi-million-dollar income. You don't need a slice. Here's what we've done. We're creating an environment, and this is how we're working the Prib. This is the data that we're collecting right now, and this is why we're so excited about you going out getting real customers. Right now, today, we're probably one of the most legitimate companies. We can track every customer and every ambassador, and right now, what do we have? We've got about 4 to 5 customers per ambassador at the moment that we're launching the company. Every single week and every month, that ratio is going to be expanding and getting larger. The beauty is our customers, they stay. I'll talk to you about why. Trust factor. Put a philosophy in called the 3 C's, and here's what we want to do. Here's what we do, and this is why we want you to make sure when you go out and get a Boomerang customer that you do it with dignity, that you call them and let them know what you're about to send them. We want real names, real information, real interest in what it is that you have to offer through travel. The 3C philosophy, always remember the 3 C's. Here's what we want to do with the 3 C's. When they use the Boomerang the first time, it's kind of like when you use Uber for the first time. You see how I keep talking about Uber? I told you I was inspired to start this because of that concept. Curiosity, you're wondering, will it work? I never forget when I got my first, when I used the Boomerang the first time, I came right here in Las Vegas to meet David. My room was booked, and it was booked and over at the Vidara Hotel, and I saved $600 3 nights. And I'm sitting there looking at the reservation like, okay, I'm hoping that this dude's gonna give me some windows with my room. You know, I know he's got this discount thing, but hopefully I don't have to share a bathroom with my neighbor, and hopefully my pillows actually do fluff. I got to my room and I was curious. Checked into the hotel and got upgraded. They gave me a little complimentary suite. I was like, okay. I went from curiosity to confirmation. I'm like, yes. Then I did it again. It's kind of like when you're in an Uber the first time you're driving, you're like, I hope he takes me where he's supposed to go, where I'm supposed to go. And he's driving, and you're looking at your navigation, and he gets off and turns down one of those streets. Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going, man? Get back on the highway over here. It's dark over there. Get back, right? Why? You're curious. You don't know. It's fear. And anytime something is new, that new is available, it's fear. It's met with resistance. I know they've been telling you, oh, that ain't real. HB, that Prib thing, that's not real. Because anything that's new creates fear and intimidation. And you watch. Next convention, next year, they're going to be coming out with the name of their Prib. Apple's got Siri, and Amazon's got Alexa, and iBuumerang has Prib, and we have... Yes. You're first. You're first. And then it goes to, the second time you use that Uber, you're sitting in Uber and you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. Yeah, you get to your destination, you get out of the car, thank you, you give them a little tip or whatever it may be, exit the car. You didn't even think about it. Third time, here's what happens. You get in the car, you're doing a 3-way call. You don't even speak to the driver when you get in. You get in, you're not looking at where they're going. They can be taking you the opposite direction. You're doing a 3-way call, you're signing somebody up on your right hand, and you get to your destination, the driver says, sir, you've been here 5 minutes. Could you please get out of the car? Why? Because you now have confidence. You're confident in what happens. And so what we're doing is we're taking our consumers through this 3C process. We want them to use it, have a good experience. We want them to use it to build up, their confidence. Take them through it 3 times. Mark is charting all of that data because we know exactly what we're going to do with that data. Here's what's happening. I want to give you some statistics of how it's happening and how it's working. 37,480 boomerangs were sent out in the month of July. We sent them out. You sent them out. Group boomerangs, individual boomerangs, 37,480. 75% of them activated. That means 28,125 customers said, I want to be a part of iBuumerang. They're giving us an opportunity to go through that curiosity approach, confirmation, and get all the way to confidence. And this month, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been boomeranging like crazy. Looking at Peter Hirsch, he's so excited. He came to me and says, I'm going to be the first diamond that have sponsored over 100 people and have over 100 personal customers, and he's done it. He texted me this morning, over 100 personal ambassadors, over 100 boomerangs, Blue Diamond, and our chief giving officer. Guys, come on, that deserves a big round of applause. Come on, guys. Peter and Karen Hirsch. Karen had the contacts, Peter just sent the boomerangs. Typically, here's what you find. 75% in iBuumerang. That's been our worst month of conversions, by the way. Month before that was 80-something%. Normal, when you look at web-based advertising, 1 to 3%. 1 to 3%. You look at retail, 20 to 30% conversion rate. We're over there at 75%. Here's what's happening. I want to give you a comparison here of what happens and why network marketing was so old. 79-day lifespan with your customers. The average customer spent $35 per month. They stay in the business 79 days. And this is why everybody kept dropping out. And this is why there's no such thing as a residual income long term that you can pass on. Because today the world has changed. What we've done is we've made it different. We've given our customers some satisfaction. We're creating an environment that we're going to amaze you and them. I look at how long it took for Uber to connect a driver and a rider together. It took them over 2 years to be able to pair up one driver and one rider. I never forget on March the 11th when we actually launched, we got over 700 customers day one. On the day of the launch. Here's the difference. Our customers, because we don't charge them anything and we never will, they stay indefinitely and they buy repeatedly. Where are we going with the Prib? How are we going to get there? Buckle your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we going? We told you we're creating the future. That's our job. Your job is to go out and get those customers. Your job is to go out and get ambassadors. We're going to create the future. We're doing it right now. We've got a customer-focused concept that we're building. A customer-focused business. Why? The future to the business is not just distributors only. For those of you who don't like recruiting, you don't have to. You're going to end up giving the business away to people anyway. You've recruited, you've built Facebook, you've built Instagram. You give this away as well. But our customers is what's most important here. This is why we brought some of the best people in to analyze how do we treat customers. We've got people calling in right now and interacting with our customer service so we can see where our gaps are. We can find our inefficiencies, and we're filling those gaps with not people who have a good idea, but people who have experience. Watch the change. Watch it. Watch the change that takes place. Because of those customers, this is why we want you building your customer base. Because we have the opportunity and the idea to go out there and do things that nobody else has been able to do. I told you one of the concepts that we're working on right now. I can't give some of the other stuff away, but we looked at the entertainment industry and we looked at the inefficiencies in entertainment. Netflix right now are killing the studios. But when we build this customer base, as we're building it right now, having conversations and being able to go to any of the movie cinemas and say, Mr. and Mrs. Movie Cinema, hey, listen, we've got 5 million customers. They go to the movies 4 times a year. That's 20 million movie tickets if they went alone, but normally they go with somebody, and that's 40 million. If they take the 2 kids, it's 80 million movie tickets. We know it's $15 to go to your movies. Here's what we would want as iBuumerang. We actually want those tickets for $10. Why? Oh, we're going to sell the tickets to our customers for $13. They get a $2 discount, but we want a free bucket of popcorn for every iBuumerang customer who goes through the Prib. Hey, Prib, order me 4 tickets to Denzel Washington's latest movie. Boom. Now take a look at this. This is why we've never set such a small goal. You take that $13 upgrade. That's $10 iBoomerangs cost, $13 to the customer. It's a $2 discount per customer. That's 80 million movie tickets that year. $3 profit times 80 million is $240 million in revenue in one of the rooms in the house. The crib was traveled through the front door. Entertainment is just going to be one of the rooms, baby. So what happened to that $240 million? What happened to that $240 million? You got the customer. You did it for Facebook. Facebook, what they did for you is they kept the money. What we're going to do is give you 50% of what they saved. That $240 million, $120 million will be in the form of a direct sales bonus right back to you because of the power of the crib. That's where we're going. And then we take the other $120 million, and then we take a big percentage of that, and we divide it up, put it in BV, and it goes through the uni-level compensation plan. Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen anything yet. That's a near vision. Let's talk about 2020 vision. Let's talk about what's like now. Ladies and gentlemen, travel is something that you're able to, that people do once every quarter, once a year, sometimes twice a year. It was what we wanted to do. It was no different than Jeff Bezos starting Amazon, using books, because people don't buy books every day, every week. Some of you hadn't bought a book in 6 years. That's going to change. There's a good one, there's an excellent one that I found out about this author who she just released her book yesterday. It's called Woman Law. My wife, Erlene Buggs, a new author. And you can go to womanlawbook.com and order that book right now. But Jeff Bezos started that concept. And he said, let me refine how we do it when they don't buy as much, and then I'll give them things that they can buy every month. And so we thought about it, okay, well, travel is something that people buy right now whenever they choose to. Let's go ahead and start putting some other stuff in the crib. Things that people do more often than travel. And so we did a little shopping. And I got a call from my buddy David Manning, and he says, hey, listen, there's some people who like what's going on here. I say, do they? I say, I'm sure there's I get a lot of calls. He says, no, they like what's going on. I say, okay, well, make a long story short, had a chance to meet with those people, and David knew them, and they knew him, and met with those people, flew down to Dallas. And long meeting, me and the crew, we went down there, and all right, that's cool. A little bit later on, we start looking at how we're going to develop what we're going to develop. And we said, well, we need to put some other stuff. And so when I say we went shopping is, I said, well, you got a great concept, but I like what you're doing. We're not going to sell this for you. So I bought the company. And what we're about to introduce, this is just one of many things coming to the crib. This is one of many. Boom Mobile, baby. Boom Mobile, baby. This ain't later. This ain't we hope. This is not we think. This is not we're going to try. How often do you pay your mobile phone bill? Boom. Now put that in your crib. But not some cut rate carriers. We've got an agreement already. AT&T and T-Mobile. Already done. Toledo, are you okay? All right. Unlimited text, unlimited calls, unlimited data, $49.95 per month. This will launch before 2020, before the end of the year. This will launch. So now when you're looking at your travel commissions that's coming through and you're like, well, my customers, they don't going anywhere. No problem. This is why we wanted to put things in there that people do on a yearly basis. I want you to imagine the matrix, and I want you to imagine revenue coming down the matrix. This is the crib of how we look at it, and we see that yearly income, and you're able to grab a little bit of that, and we see that monthly, every time they pay that mobile phone, you get paid. And you don't have to sell it to them. The crib is going to sell it to them. This is why we want you to get customers. We're going to market to them. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of y'all excited about that? Can I hear the crib is real? Can I hear power of the crib? Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat. I need you to sit down right now because I'm about to lower the boom. When I say we went shopping, we don't just buy one thing. Are y'all ready? Now travel, we get travel on a yearly basis. And some of you are going to look at your commissions and you go, oh, that's cute, it works. Great. We now can put cheese on our cheeseburger. But that's okay. No other company will pay you cheese for giving something away for free. Boom Mobile is monthly. And by the way, there's other monthly stuff coming real soon. We said, what about daily? What is it that people do every day? What do they do what do they spend money on every day that's real? Y'all said food? Okay, we'll go get some food and put it in there too. But what, I know what many of you spent money on today already. We said we want iBuumerang people to have daily pay. I told you what my dream was and what inspired me to start this company. She said it right. You knew the concept. This is who inspired me to start this company. Uber and Lyft. But ladies and gentlemen, goodbye Uber and Lyft and welcome. Vibe, rise to iBuumerang. Your own rideshare company right here, right now. Don't tell me the crib ain't real. We went shopping. Ladies and gentlemen, launching December 2019, you will never need Uber ever again. You will never need Lyft ever again. Vibe Rides is how you will ride.